Hey guys, this is John, your GMC go-to guy here at Harry Robinson Buick GMC in Fort Smith, Arkansas. I want to go over the new 2015 Acadia. Now, the Acadia hasn't been changed exterior-wise for this year. There's a couple upgrades on the inside that we'll go over here in just a minute. So in this video, we're going to go over the little changes for 15, and also I've pulled up a Ford Explorer to compare it to. Now, both of these are apples to apples. This is a limited, this is SLT, so that both of them come pretty loaded. Going around the Acadia, you can tell really nothing's changed, but I'm going to go over a little bit of differences in the two. The Acadia has the signature LED lights. Now, this is not only for appearance, it makes it look really nice going down, elegant. This is also for safety. Instead of the daytime running light beams in your headlights now, they've gone to an LED, and LEDs last a lot longer, so you don't have to worry about the bulbs being changed out as often. The Acadias have more of a bold styling compared to the Ford, where the Ford is more car-like. GMC is more bold and truck-like. Of course, GMC has originated from trucks, so they kind of go on with that tradition of having a truck-like vehicle. So, in all honesty, to me, this looks more like an SUV, and that looks more like a just bigger crossover car-like ride. Now, if you walk around to the side here, you can notice the difference in the two as far as wheels. Ford's limited wheel is a 20-inch wheel, which actually looks pretty decent. GMC uses a 19-inch wheel, and I'll tell you why. As far as the ride height of the tires, it's pretty close to the same, but the more sidewall, the rubber sidewall you have, is the more nicer ride that you have. So GMC's went to a 19-inch wheel to give the kind of the appearance of a 20, but give you more sidewall. So as far as ride and road noise, the 19 is going to give you less of that as far as road noise, better ride than the Ford. So that's the difference in the two, and that's why we went that way. The LED markers are standard as far as the SLT goes. Same goes with the Explorer. If you look down as far as the sidewall goes, more truck-like sidewall, more car-like sidewall. If we walk around the back here, this is where some of the major changes happen here. In the Acadia and the SLT, standard is the power liftgate. Now on the Ford, it's an option. So this is a loaded out Ford, and you still have to reach up here and close it manual and still have to open it manually. That is an option. Now the seats are really easy in the Acadia. The seats are a one fold. You pull this, you fold it down, fold flat floor. All right, in order to pull them up, you just pull this, pull it up until it clicks, you're done. Now let's walk back over to the Ford. I'm going to do this one at a time so we can kind of keep up with the differences. The Ford is a three-step process, and it's kind of actually weird compared to everybody else's. If you pull this flap, the headrest goes down. You got to pull this and then push down the seat, but it don't end there. You got to pull this loop and then pull on the previous loop to fold it over, and it folds backwards. Gives you a full flat floor. There's 3 steps to get this backwards, which there's only one on ours. And then just opposite, you got to push it forward, pull this loop, and then pull this up. All right. Another thing is, which is really nice with the Acadia, the headrest and the room behind the rear glass is more on the Acadia. The seat is actually positioned over the rear wheel. So anytime that you have an accident or anything, say you get rear-ended, and the glass breaks. Well, guess what? Your rear seat passengers are against that glass. So that glass is going to just come all into the rear seat passengers. And being that your crumple zones are in with the rear seats, this is going to get a grunt of all that rear collision, where ours is centered over the axle, so you got a lot more, you got the tires and everything that's going to stop more of a collision from the rear. If you see, our headrest is going to be a lot more further away from the rear glass. Also, while we're here at the rear, I want to show you a little something here. If you've got a lot of stuff in this little storage area right here and you need to drop the tire, your tire tool will go down here and drop it like a truck. Your spare tire drops underneath it just like a truck. Where on the Ford, say you've got a lot of stuff, emergency kit, groceries, whatever, you have a flat tire. Well, basically, over here, This is another multi-step process. You got to take all your stuff out, put it on the side of the road, and then you've got to twist these two, pop this whole piece out to get the spare tire out, and then it's underneath all your stuff right here. So there's a lot of work to get the spare tire out of this thing. You got to fold the seats up, you got to do this, you got to do all that just to get the spare tire out to do roadside, you know, issues. So, you know, that's another good thing about the Acadia. If you look at it compared to the back, ours is well thought out. This one's kind of iffy. Now we're going to go inside. I'm going to show you the differences in the inside as far as technology, ease of use. That's going to be another big difference in the two. So we'll just go inside and meet you there.